Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete all of the week 6 challenges, giving you a complete guide with tips, tricks, and basically helping you guys complete this guide within maybe a few hours if you follow this video exactly. So let's get straight into this video, and first off I want to show you guys a picture of the challenges. So we've got a bunch of different challenges dropping this week, and to be honest they're quite easy if you know what you're doing. The first challenge is search free supply drops, which is pretty easy to do. You guys can complete that one very quickly. Deal damage with shotguns to opponents, 1000 damage in total. Well, basically if you're playing a lot on the game, for example if you're good with shotguns, you're going to complete that one pretty naturally. That's a pretty easy one to do. Search chests in Loot Lake. Again, I'll show you guys all the chest locations within Loot Lake in a moment, show you guys the best place to land and stuff to get all of them very quickly. We've got spray over different carbide and omega posters. I've got a guide on that coming for you guys very soon. I've also got a guide on my channel already. If you just want to go do that one itself, you can check that out. Search between a playground, campsite, and footprint. I've got that as well on my channel as well if you want to check that one out. I've also got it in this video coming up for you. Obviously all the challenges are in this video for you guys. Smg Eliminations, I'll be going over that with a little bit of a tutorial, a little bit of a talk about it, and eliminate opponents in retail row. I'll show you guys the best tips on doing that. So first off, we've got the supplies. The best way of getting these supply drops is actually wait until endgame on for like the likes of 20v20 and etc. Other game modes like that go quickly, like Blitz Duo or Blitz Solo, they're the ones currently on. You guys can get these supply crates. If you get towards the end of the game, you're gonna have a chance of at least grabbing 2 or 3 of them. Teams of 20, you may only grab 1, but the other 2 game modes you will have a chance of getting 2 or 3 supply drops every single game, near enough completing the challenge very quickly. Now the chests within Loot Lake, they're pretty easy to get your hands on as well. The first chest I'm going to be showing you guys is actually under the house in Loot Lake. There's actually a 1 chest spawn under there. There are actually a total of 4 chests on this little island here. We've actually got this one here around the corner, which is just on like a little downslope, and then there are 2 in the house. A lot of people think there's only 1 in the house, but there is actually 2. There's 1 in the ceiling, and the second one is just down below in the little bedroom down here, and you guys can get access to that one right there. Now what else is there within Loot Lake? Well, there are 2 boats to my right over here. We've got 1 boat to my right and 1 boat to my left, so I've got 1 boat there, and the other boat over here contains a chest as well. You guys can gain access to that one pretty easy. You got to remember the best way across Loot Lake is use your pyramids. Use your pyramids, don't use your flats, because the pyramids provide more cover so you can get to them places pretty quickly. You've also got a double chest back there with a meteorite hit into Loot Lake. You got 1 final chest on this little island. Now I don't know if these factories do count, but in total, I think there's 4 or 5 chests around these factories. I don't know if they're going to count as Loot Lake, but you can always try it out. You got 1 in that little cage back there. You got 1 up here, so that's 2 in total. And I'm pretty sure there's a 3rd one in this building as well, just behind me over here. So there's the 3rd chest in this building. And then when I go over to the other building on the other side, there is actually 1 chest on the upper floor. And that's it for this area, really. Here I'm just checking, just seeing if there's any extra chests, because I don't usually land here. I know there used to be a chest in there, but it's been moved by looks of it. So you got the final chest, which I'm just checking up here if there's any, but there is 1 in that building there. Doesn't look like there's any other chests around here. Now again, I can't guarantee that this is going to work for you guys, but you always can try it out and check it out, because you never know. These things can work if you go over here to get access to these chests. So make sure you do drop over here, check out if it's working or not. It might not be. Have a look in the comments. I'm sure people will let you know down there as well if this section does count as Loot Lake. But yeah, moving on to the next challenge. The next challenge I'm going to be showing you guys is actually getting, for example, getting the actual carbide and omega posters, which is going to be pretty interesting. So I've got an entire video on that. I'm going to play that for you guys right now. It's going to show you guys all the locations that I've found so far. I'll give you guys the best routes and routes to complete it, depending on how you want to say it. So yeah, let's get straight into this, and I'll show you guys this. How to spray over different carbide and omega posters all over the map. So I'm going to be pointing out all the different locations. The first location on screen, I've got a map of the ones I've found so far. The first location that I found is actually in the mansion on the west side of the map. Pretty easy to get. You guys can grab that one. There's also going to be the best routes for you guys, so this is going to really help you guys out on finding that best path to go and get you guys the challenge done as quick as possible. So that's the first one there at the challenge. The next one you want to head over to is just over here to my right. I'm just giving you guys like an overview so you can see. Just over here to my right by the little camper site, and it's actually just in this little barn here that I'm heading towards now, and there it is right there. So that's the second poster there on the map. We're now working onto the 3rd one, which is over by containers. So as I go over to containers, you'll find this 3rd one just in the little hut here on the left. So in that second hut there on the left, not the first one, this second one over here by where the machine can spawn, and there is the omega poster. Now the next one unfortunately is quite far away. It's by prison, so if you've done them 3, I'd probably recommend dying and then kind of continuing on once you've died, and you guys will be able to do the next ones. That's probably the best thing to do, personally, I'd say, because obviously you can run around the map trying, but you'd be very annoyed if you die. So you may as well just die, do 3, die, do another 3, die. So here's one in prison, so that's the 4th one you can get access to. Then the 5th one I'm going to be showing you guys, it's all the way over at Greasy Grove. So we'll zoom over to Greasy Grove. It's actually in the house. So this is like another great path you guys can take, another triple path you guys can use to gain access to more of these. If you guys have got any other paths that you want to like leave down in the comment section down below, feel free to do that. But this path again is an awesome path. I am skipping out the one in Salty. We'll go back to that one later on, but let's go down to this one at Greasy. So the one at Greasy is actually in this house here. It's simply through this room here. So once you're at the house, obviously drop down to it. You can't do this in replay mode. I'm just showing you guys where they are. You have to spray on these, by the way, like spray paint them. So you've got that one there. You see the location of that. So pretty simple there. Spray paint on that. Then go down to the one at Greasy Grove, which is just down here. You can also grab your week 7 battle star just to my right as well. If you haven't already got that, I've got a video on exactly where the location of that is, but you can gain access to that there. Then the other one in Greasy is just at the back of the burger restaurant. Pretty easy to grab. You guys can get over there pretty near enough. Them two are so close to each other, it's very useful to have them. And the next one's in Tilted, quite a risky run, but it's in quite a good spot at Tilted Towers, so you're possibly not going to take much damage from going over here. You might not even get seen, and it's just under the back stairs of Tilted Towers that not many people really fight around, so you should be safe with that option. Then as I keep flying around, the next options are actually in Salty, so I'll go to Salty Springs and show you guys exactly where that is. I was just checking over here if there was one over here. I couldn't manage to come across one, but I know there is definitely one in Salty. Oh, there it is. There's the one over here. So it's just over here. I haven't marked it on the map. That's another one on the bridge there in between Shifty and Salted, or Shifty and Salted. In between there on the bridge, you get one on there. You've also got one on the tower up here. That's a pretty useful one. That's quite close to the one on the bridge. Obviously, it's quite hard to get to. You've got quite a lot of terrain and stuff, so be careful with stuff like that. You don't want to be getting in the way of all the terrain. Then the next final 3 that I want to show you guys are at the top left-hand corner of the map. We've got one in Motel, one in, I believe, actually, we've got one in Loot Lake as well before we get over there. Sorry, I missed that one out on the map as well. We've got that one in Loot Lake. These ones aren't too important. Obviously, that Loot Lake one you can do if you're collecting chests and stuff for the challenge. But let's keep zooming through. The ones I've marked on the map are like the keyest ones in my point of view, because you can get to them pretty easy. But anyway, we've got one in Motel just in the back over here. You can see as we go into Motel, it's just in the office there to my left. I'm just showing you guys whereabouts Motel is. Obviously, most of you will probably already know this. And then we go inside Motel. It's in the office there. You guys can gain access to that one. Then we go to Junction. We've got another one over by Junk. This one's pretty easy to gain access to. It's simply just in, I'm pretty sure it was in the major building, like the main building within Junk. So let's go over to Junk and see if we can find that one again. We'll drop down into Junction and show you guys exactly where that is. So I believe it's just through here where the actual slot machine or vending machine is. You go through and there it is in the main building. Nice little carbide posted there. If you guys need any help with any of them, that is that one there. And then the final one I want to show you guys, it's actually by Pleasant Park. It's not this house here, it's the next house on the road. I thought it was this one. I thought, no, it's not this one. It's like the odd house you get in the weird woods by the meteor strike. It's a pretty cool spot, and it's in here, and I believe it's somewhere in here. Where I think it's on the ground floor. Let me just see if it's not up here. There we go, on the ground floor, and there it is just behind me there. So it's an easy one to gain access to. I do hope this has helped you guys out with this one, because it's quite an easy one to do, and overall you guys can probably complete it extremely fast. Now I did skip the shotgun damage one. Again, pretty simple. I kind of explained it at the start. Do make sure to just get 1000 damage with shotguns. Basically, you simply just play the game, use your shotgun, and you'll gain access to that pretty quickly. Honestly, that's what I'd do anyway if I had the chance to do that. Anyway, moving on to the next one, search between a playground, campsite, and a footprint. I'll show you guys exactly how to do this one. Now, I do have a video on my channel already showing you guys the location exactly and where to land to glide to this, but you know, I may as well just fly in here. It's just south, or should I say east of Greasy Grove on this little patch here. Basically, it's very easy to see. It's actually in the coordinate B6. I've already got a video on my channel. It will be on screen right now. You can click it and I'll show you guys the exact route to get here. But overall, to be honest, this is probably the easiest way of me showing you the campfire, the playground, and then the giant footprint over here from like a dinosaur or something, which could link to season 5, but personally, I don't think that's going to be the case. Anyway, so down there is where it's going to be. Very easy to do. You simply just grab it, dive in, and you can get that easy access, B6 coordinate. I don't want to keep you guys too long on that because it's a very easy one, and most of you probably have already had it if you're from the UK or Europe side. Obviously, if you're from America, you may only be waking up around now when you're watching this video, and you might not have it already, but do go over there, get access to that, grab it, and get your challenge complete pretty quickly. Next one, it's SMG Eliminations. Well, SMG Eliminations and Retail Row can be linked together, and same with the shotgun kills. So simply just start landing Retail Row, grab them shotguns and SMGs, and take out people with them SMGs, damage them with the shotgun, get the elimination with the SMG, maybe kill them when they're down. A lot of people do that technique as well, down someone with the shotgun, then finish them off with the SMG. That'll help you get them eliminations, and also eliminate opponents in Retail Row, so you've got to simply get 3 of them. Pretty easy challenge to do. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I hope my guide has helped you out. Once again, if you're new to the channel, do stick around for daily Fortnite content, and this is postboxpat signing out.